up, everybody? I'm Josiah Select, and this is the Truth and Law Show. This show is mainly about giving advice on teenagers living their life, and we will be helping you on your journey because as a teenager, life is very complicated. There are many different things that you have to know so that you can live life to the fullest as a teenager.
Okay, so just listen to what you have to say. You may learn something, and just sit back and enjoy the program. Okay, we're going down to our first song, Get Pushed by Lupe Fiasco.
Go by the name of Lupe Fiasco, representing first 15. And this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on the slip, landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week, he had to talk with a list like this. Now we can end the story right here. Shorty didn't quit, it was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing. He couldn't fight the feeling, something about it. He thought we couldn't doubt it, couldn't understand it. Branded, since the first kickflip, he landed. Labeled a misfit, abandoned. His neighbors couldn't stand it, so he was banished to the park. Started in the morning, one stopped after dark. Yeah, when they said it's getting late, yeah. So I'm sorry, young man, there's no skating here. So we get push, push, kick, push, push, coast. And the way it rolls, the rebels of the world with no place to go. And so we get push, push, kick, push, push, coast. So come and stay with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's go. Push, my man got a little older, became a better roller. Yeah, no helmet, no killing himself, is what his mama said. But he was feeling himself, got a little more swag in his style. And his girlfriend, she was clapping in the crowd. Love is what was happening to him, man. He said I would marry you, but I'm engaged to these aerials and burials. And I don't think this boy is strong enough to carry two. She said, bam, I weigh 120 pounds. Bam, let me make one thing clear, I don't need to ride yours, I got mine right here. So she took him to a spot, didn't know why. Some odd in the parking lot. She said, I don't normally take dates in here. Security came and said, I'm sorry, there's no skating here. So they push, push, kick, push, push, coast. And the way it goes, just lovers in the twine with no place to go. So they push, push, kick, push, push, coast. So come and stay with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's go. Push, yeah, before he knew he had a crew that wasn't no punk, and they split fire shirts and SB dunks till they couldn't skate no more. Office building lobbies wasn't safe no more, and it wasn't like they wasn't getting chased no more. Just the freedom was better than breathing, they said. An escape route they used to escape out. When things got crazy, they needed to break out. They had to any place with stairs, any good grinds, the world was theirs. And they 4 wheels would take them there until the cops came and said there's no skating here. So we push, 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 coast. And the way it rolls, rebels without a cause with no place to go. And so they push, push, kick, push, push, coast. So come roll with me, just a rebel, looking for a place to be. So let's kick, push, kick, and coast.
Alright, that was Super Fiasco, Kick Push. I am Law, and this is Truth.
Alright, basically, Truth and Law is our nicknames because I am the type of guy that would tell you the truth about how to handle and follow a law. And that is how you achieve true balance in life.
Alright. Shout out.
Reintroduce yourself.
We just did.
Yeah.
Shout out to, we're on location at Wonder Roots, 982 Memorial Drive in Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out to them for providing us with a building for us to start our little radio show. And there's a lot of stuff to do here. They have pottery, the dark room for when you're taking photography, Photoshop, illustrators can come here, screen printing, Final Cuts, and recording studio as well for any artists out there. Also, speaking of artists, we will soon be having an opening for artists to put music on our show as well, so look out for that.
Alright, we're going to move on our next song. Listen close. We will reveal the name after it is ended. Alright, here we go.
My message is the rock for that show it. Setting the record shit when the record skip. With the mic stands and won't speakers like this is evidence. Since I was a youngin', I've been only killing rhythms. I've been some movies so I can drop kicks and rip the windows. It's like roller coasters with a couple coasters dope. Focus on both the cats, still got with broken back.
Laughs on both cats, gotta be visuals and throwing stacks. I wrote these raps with a lot of that be the quality, so from classic, be the facts, yeah, blasting, freestyle, practice, slap practice while I abstract the master, flipping abstract grips on dance with math tactics. With jazz addicts, keep it wax and plastics and set graphics and black books, fast as rap is rap. Psychologists, so they be doing the way I watch shows and take a thing to save the moment. I'm like a bat, 8 in the morning. Breakologists, every day my crazy be growing. Stay swaying like the ocean. Leave the underground smoking cause my style's broken. Stay the this gets loaded. My thoughts get molded, sculpted. Thought up this rhyme and just hold it.
Nigga play shows like that, like this. Let's switch the memory out, hype this when it's like this. I feel like sight when it's this. They mind keys with it. Click over keys when I can break it like the bitches in East with slick lines, I'm known to heavily. The NBC creative, I dance like 76. When we on the set, we call me bomb. So off the step, you mark for death. When I'm the architect, I can
that was Flowing by Jazz Addicts on their album Oxygen.
Now, before we move on, I got a little quote for y'all, a life quote. Knowledge and not doing are equal to not knowing at all. Basically what this means is knowledge not used is almost like never even having the knowledge at all. So next time that maybe your parents or a close friend give you a piece of knowledge that can be useful, you may not know it yet, but that can and probably will be used at some point in your life to help you. So just remember that.
All right, another wise quote by Truth. Let's continue to our next song.
You can get just a little bit. I can tell you be heated over a little bit. Say to be quick, I think you get real. I got a little shine, like a big deal. I was pursuing dreams, steady doing my thing. Wasn't doing the same, wasn't doing the thing. From my door to a that's what happened with the fact of the boy in the scene. I should have seen the shape off of a little scene. It's certified, you run flying the room with me. I don't need to mention your name up in my bar. But I'm doing it, you know. You were even aware of the plan. You were part of the scheme grand. See the scene at the top. Man can only go so high for he reaches where he can't breathe. But you know your limitations. You want patience. Don't everybody stop looking for their plan B. Like a fire escape. Stay in the kitchen. Let them sleep on their dreams. You stay locking awake. You stay eyeing the cake. They say you getting greedy. And then they turn their side against you like they getting sleepy. Try to prevent you cause you only get super day, bo. Get in your mental position. You can take the weight, yo. Please, let them smile, let them fail. Let them tell lies on you, let them see you prevail. Let them bail on they get the sun a star. And in your family, please know that. You know who you are. 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 You know who you are.
You Know Who You Are by Odyssey on the album People Hear What They See.
Now we have a special guest here and a close friend. If you would introduce yourself, tell us who you are and where you're from.
I'm Keanu Judge, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Anything else? Anything else you got to say?
Nah.
All right. Well, we're gonna continue questioning you, but let's just talk over this track right here.
Alright, so our special guest is a special guest for a special reason. He has taken the liberty to start his own clothing line, and he's going to tell us about his clothing line right now.
Yeah, my clothing line is a Garen called Spaceships, and it's very nice.
So we're just going to ask him a couple questions about it. Law's going to give you the first question.
All right. First question is, what inspired you to start designing clothes?
Well, I always was around people with different styles and different ideas about clothes and what people should wear. So I came up with my own ideas on how to create clothes and how to design them. I like to do things with my hands and create different styles and things people will like. Do something different.
Okay, all right.
I like that. So how do you think you're going to get the word out about your company?
Well, I plan to give my clothes to my friends, that go to different schools, and hopefully they'll spread the word out and tell them about. And if you buy my clothes, I'll put stickers and cards in there about information about the clothing line. Spread the word out. Talk to people with different connections. Hopefully that'll help me out with this.
That's what's up. So,
When do you think we'll be able to see some of this clothing?
It will be out in a few months, and I also do denim jackets, customs, anything that you'll like. I do it all.
all right. That was our special guest, Kenyatta. Take a few moments to remind you where we're broadcasting at and and how we're broadcasting.
Another special shout out to Wonder Root here in Atlanta, Georgia. A lot of things to do here, guys. I'm telling you, if you want to do something, you want to start recording, anything like that, you come down here to Wonder Root. Also, another special shout out to the coach, Marcus Select, and the CEO of SIBN Radio. This is why we're here. This is the reason we're here. So shout out to him.
All right, guys. That wraps that up. That wraps that little segment up. So we're going to move on to our next song, Heaven by RJD2. Enjoy.
listenership here on SIBE Radio. We do not take what you're giving to us for granted. By all means, we invite you to be a part of our family in a deeper way. You can visit our websites, www.sibntelevision.com. There's a community page at the top there, and you can join free of charge with your email and share your thoughts, pictures, and so much more right there on the site. And for those of you that would like to listen more regularly to our blog programming, you can visit www.sibnradio-by-selectusatv.com. We're now looking for interns for the SIB networks, and there is no shortage of work that needs to be done. Simply email us your bio or resume to global coverage at selectusatv.info. New programming is always a consideration here at the networks, and we invite you to share your ideas, concepts, or vision. As we move forward with a global multimedia platform, we expect great things. We now want to return you to your regularly scheduled program. And again, from our hearts to yours.
Hello, y'all. We're back. Truth and Law. And we have another special guest down here at Wonder Root. His name is Israel, and he has a company called Turned Up Tracks. And we're just here to interview him about who he is, what's his inspiration for starting this website, and what's it about.
Yes, good afternoon. My name is Israel, and my website, my company is www.turneduptracks.com. And one of the reasons why I decided to create this website is because, I was getting tired of the major websites that you have out there, and I wanted to create something new, something different, because I love hip-hop music, and I want to give the people something that was missing. Yeah.
Okay, so who are you trying to target here with this website? What kind of group do you think needs to see this website and see what it's about?
Well, I'm targeting everybody that loves hip hop, that's into music, that loves videos, age range from, I guess, 16 on up, and like I said, I love hip-hop. I grew up in the hip-hop era, you know what I mean? And so I just was like, I want to put something out there that I feel like people would love and people would like, to view. And so I did it.
Alright, so how can these people reach you?
Okay, everybody can reach me first by going to www.turneduptracks.com, and also you can go to Twitter, and it's at turneduptracks, and also go to my Facebook, which is Turned Up Tracks. Follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, and I will follow you back and like you back.
Alright, you heard it first here. SIB Radio, Truth and Law Show. We'll be right back in a minute. Moving on to our next song.
Thank you.
yard that took a long while to master the market. I'm AC alone, how can I be a service? What else do you need besides the purpose? Man, I stay needed like a bird from the purpose. My shoes on is what I'm saying, the last return. Mind authentic, always on with it. Outside the all wrong, never wrong to it. I'm always ahead of myself, pushing past the limit. We talk about the freestyle, no it's not the limit. Long down just because I had to. I'll be down to add to the pot if I have to. In a situation no love that I can't adapt to. When I got to it, I am what I am, but they ain't all I can be. Spend a lot of time till they think of the family. I live with their eyes open wide and back, baby. They don't understand me, that's why you're back, baby.
we're back, and now it is time to get into the first topic of the Truth and Law Show, which is parent and teenage relationships. At this time, at a teenager's life and parent's life, it gets very complicated because as a teenager, your body is constantly changing. So that means the relationship changes too, so you have to adapt to it. So basically now we're going to be giving a few tips on how you can adapt to it and how it'll make it easier to have that relationship with your parents.
Alright, I'm going to give the first tip. Always listen to your parents. I know a lot of us out there don't want to hear this, but you have to listen to your parents, because your parents sometimes, well, in most cases, know more than you do. And as the children, we have to see that they have experienced more than us, and we should start listening to them more because they have more experience in life. So we should all listen to our parents, grandparents alike. All right?
At the same time that we have to listen to our parents, also, I think that parents should learn to listen to us as well. At times, we may be wrong, and they don't always have to listen to us at a point to where they do exactly what we say, but I think that our words should still be taken into consideration. And if we at least do that, I think an understanding will actually be made there, and it will be better than to that of where everything we said weren't even thought about at all. So at this point, the balance of relationship between a teenager and a parent would be for everybody to listen to each other, because communication is the key to every relationship. And I think that if we communicate with each other and understand, then it will be a better relationship in a whole.
That's the truth. All right, we're going to let's see if our special guest wants to elaborate on the subject, give your input. Go ahead.
I just think that you should just do whatever's right.
That's it? Whatever's right? I mean,
that's it.
Okay.
If you feel it's right, then you feel it's right.
But sometimes when your parents tell you something is wrong and you still feel it's right, you should at least take in consideration of what they said, because you may not know everything.
Well, it depends on what the situation is.
All right, so let's get some scenarios. Let's say your parent tells you not to speed down the hill with your bicycle, okay? And you tell yourself...
Hold up, Drew. Let's give a better example than bicycles. Because the person in here hurt his wrist on a bicycle.
Yes.
So, let's just move on from that topic.
Okay.
How about we say, let's say with girls. All right, because we all know parents and girls. When your parents tell you not to rush into a relationship, or that person isn't good for you. All right. So.
See, that's when it comes to consideration, that you can do whatever you want because it's your feelings, not her feelings.
But let's look at this from a different standpoint, okay? I'm going to give you the truth about it. The truth a lot of people don't want to hear. You do whatever you want. You make the decision, of course. But the truth is, whatever decision you make, there will be a consequence to it. Whether it's good or bad, there's going to be one to it.
Well, make a decision that makes you happy.
Hey.
If it makes you happy, then it's your problem, not nobody else.
Okay. Yeah, he got a good point.
He got a good point.
But man, it's always buts in this situation. You never get it. All right.
All right. Making someone happy is always going to make somebody else sad. So at the same time, you want to make yourself happy. You also...
They don't have to know about your business, period.
Okay, how about we... Okay.
But they do. Your parents are going to know.
No, they're not.
This special guest has issues, but it's okay. Law, what do you have to say about this?
What I have to say? I have to say this is ridiculous. You see, because me, on the other hand, my history with the females...
Okay.
Yeah,
here we go.
Okay, yes, here I go. I've had a rough history, but every time my mother told me not to get in a relationship with this particular girl, my relationship ended terribly. So that's just one example where when your parents are correct.
Okay, since you want to talk, give us your little a little situation where your parent wasn't right about it.
All right, like playing basketball.
Okay.
Well, there's nothing really that went wrong. There's nothing really that goes wrong because I just it did.
All right.
See,
Never mind, man.
I think we need to cut this short because this is probably gonna go on forever.
Listen. Our next show, we're gonna have a way for you to call in, and we're gonna hear everybody's opinion about this because on the Truth and Law show, we don't know everything either. So we also want to hear your opinion about it and what you think is right. But for now, we're gonna go on to our next song. So here we go.
All right. Here's the next song. Give and Take by Faraway Plains.
All you ever do is take.
All right. That was Give and Take by Faraway Plains. I am Law.
And I'm Truth, and this is the Truth and Law Show. For a second, I just want to talk about that song because earlier we were talking about relationships. So, Give and Take is basically about how a girl left him and how he felt about her leaving him. So, since our special guest over here believes that you should do whatever you think is right, I just want you to know, all of you listening right now or later, that if you do decide to go with your own decision and you're not the person that knows and has more wisdom than you do, there will be a consequence to it. Whether it's good or bad, which it might be good, it might be bad, but you just have to be ready and know that it can be bad.
So you have to prepare yourself for that instance. And just remember to always take, I can't stress this anymore, always take in consideration for what people tell you. You do not have to follow it to the letter, but you must listen to it, and you can decide for yourself if it's right or if it's wrong and process it. Okay, so our special guest, you have anything to say about this wonderful song that was just played?
Yes, he did what was happy.
He did what was happy.
He did what was happy, bro.
He
That's
did
what we do.
what was happy.
We do
So-
what is
so we
happy.
do
bro.
what was happy.
We do what was
Well,
happy.
He did what made him happy.
Okay.
And look where it
It
left
made
him.
him happy.
Look where it
to
left
go
him.
with the girl.
Look where it left him. On a plane.
But look,
Far
Crashing.
away. Crashing.
Crashing.
but that it
Crashing and burning.
depends on the
Crashing.
person. Some people have
Crashing
personal problems,
and burning.
and if a girl breaks
Crashing.
up, with them, they cry and want to kill themselves. It depends on the person and how you take it.
All
right, y'all. Well,
all right.
Like you.
Again, we'll be able to talk about this more when y'all get to call it on the next show. But here's our next song.
All right, here we go.
We're back, y'all, and again, another shout out to Wonderoo. I mean, it's just crazy how much we can do here, and the fact that we can actually have this show here. And shout out to SIB and Radio, where that's who we're under right now. Our special guest is back, Israel, and we're just gonna ask him a few more questions about his company. We want his email, any other ways we can contact him, and he's gonna tell you a little bit more.
Yeah. Hi guys. Yeah. I'm just promoting here my website, www.turneduptracks.com. It's a hip hop website. Hip hop music, news, videos, and more. I have the latest stories from Nicki Minaj to Drake and Chief Keef. There's music on there. In a few days there'll be mixtapes, but there are singles from mixtapes on there. I can be reached via email at turneduptracks@gmail.com. You can go to Twitter, follow me on Twitter at turneduptracks, and like me on Facebook, turneduptracks. And
now, something like this, I'm pretty sure that it takes an awful lot of work to start. So tell them just how much work it took for you to do this.
Yeah, well, it took about a few months. I had to get my stories, get them together. I had to build my site. I'm promoting, and you got to be grinding. Sometimes you be in the studio all day, all night. It takes long hours, but the rewards are great, and I'm excited.
All right, you heard it here first on Truth and Law Show. Right now we're going to go to our next selection, but remember that we have two special guests that have been here today. The first one, Kenyatta Judge with the Gary & Co. Shout out to him again. And the second one, Israel with Turned Up Tracks. Remember, turneduptracks.com. TURNTUPTRACKS.com. All right, time for our next song.
Thank you.
You're carrying yourself so well. I made myself a promise. What's that? Not to get emotional. As I remain stable. I take another glance at you. If we were at the disco, then I would have to dance with you. This isn't cool, not cool. And in my lonely eyes, I see myself in eloquent strides. In a sharp tuxedo, here goes nothing to her. Hello, Allison, I wanna hold your hand. I haven't been the same man since I saw you coming in. Let's have a toast to the girl in aisle 10. Hello, Allison, I wanna hold your hand. I haven't been the same man since I saw you coming in. Let's have a toast to the girl in aisle 10. I seen you about 9:15. You shine in the neon sign. Where are you from? You floating like an angel of night into my life and leave me with a song to write. And now I'm loaded, holding my sack and wondering where she is at. With a line of customers getting mad, they didn't see what I seen. The store queen made everything easier for one fine eve. And in my bloodshot eyes, all I can see is everything's fine. With a turning stomach, running thoughts through my head. Hello, Allison, I wanna hold your hand. I haven't been the same man since I saw you coming in. Let's have a toast to the girl in aisle 10. Hello, Allison, I wanna hold your hand. I haven't been the same man since I saw you coming in. Let's have a toast to the girl in aisle 10. You came in here again. I'm drinking by the copier. I made myself a promise. Now what was that? That I would finally talk to her. As I remain stable, I take another drink for you. In a sharp tuxedo, here goes nothing to her. Hello, Allison, I wanna hold your hand. I haven't been the same man since I saw you coming in. Let's have a toast to the girl in aisle 10. Hello, Allison, I wanna hold your hand. I haven't been the same man since I saw you coming in. Let's have a toast
Alright, y'all, we're back again. We're about to wrap it up, but first, another word from our special guest, Kenyatta Judge with the Gary & Co. He's going to give you an email that you can reach him in case you have any questions or any requests as of clothing.
Oh, you can reach me at agariancorp@gmail.com, and you can follow me on Instagram at hipsterkiller.
Alright, also, we're going to be starting a Twitter that you can follow us by, a Facebook page, and an Instagram. So watch out for that. We'll tell you that it's probably going to be Truth and Law show, of course. And yeah, we hope you've enjoyed our first show. This is our first time doing this, but we will be back, and we hope you're back to listen again.
All right, thank you again for listening. This is Law signing out.
This
Thanks
is Truth
again.
signing out.
Listen again. All right.
Oh, shout outs again to Wonder Root here in Atlanta, Georgia. SIBN Radio, Agarian Co.
How you spell Agarian Co is AGHARIAN corp@gmail.com and HIPSTER_killer on Instagram.
Alright, you heard it here on the Truth and Law Show. We hope you've enjoyed it, and we hope you come back for more. Alright, we're out.
Peace.
Your lifestyle improvement station.
Hi, Jamaica Chapel, College Park, Georgia, in the house. You're listening to SIBN Radio.
Hi, this is Chris Bones calling from Richmond, Virginia, and you're listening to the Lifestyle Improvement Station, SIBN Radio. Y'all turn it up now.
Hi, this is Lee Washington calling from Atlanta, Georgia. You're listening to the Lifestyle Improvement Station, SIBN Radio. So turn it up.
Hi, my name is Sonia Claiborne from East St. Louis, Illinois, by way of Columbusville, Missouri. You're listening to the Lifestyle Improvement Station, SIBN Radio. Turn it up.
What's good? It's your boy Joe coming from Snellville, Georgia. You're listening to the Lifestyle Improvement Station, SIBN Radio. Y'all turn it up.
You're listening to the sounds of your lifestyle improvement station, changing the way we live. SIBN FM, powered by Southern USA TV.